Good morning, my wonderful people. Back with a Monday Night Raw on Netflix review. I'm not going to go through every single detail that happened last night. Going to try to make this one short. Just want to give my key points from last night. They opened up the show with Jey Uso coming out. I think this is the third show in a row he's come out doing the 10-minute eats. Kids love it. Making memories. Doing all that kind of stuff. That was great. Really, it's the same thing every week, it seems. But this time it went a little long, and it's funny because Pat McAfee and Cole are trying to get his attention, because little does he know, Gunther was there. Gunther attacked him. Gunther beat the hell out of him. Power slammed him a couple times in the ring. Security comes out, breaks him apart, gets him out of there. Jay gets up on the ring and he's like, I probably shouldn't say this, but me and you, WrestleMania, and I'm like, here we go, they just made it official. Crap. That's what I did not want. Anyway, and then of course Gunther comes back out, Jay goes over the top rope. Look, I like the segment because they're trying to draw more heat on Gunther, and I get it, I guess. I see that's the plan. They've got 2 months to bring, to get this into a thing. It's just a rematch, and I don't qualify this as a main event at WrestleMania. I don't. But, okay, we'll see what they do with it. I already expect what's going to happen. Because I see the writing and over the last year, WWE has not been good. I don't care what anybody says. There's been no good writing in WWE since last WrestleMania. Storylines have been massively missed than hit. Had a couple of bangers, but I can say one. Again, the Punk and McIntyre was good, but I honestly put that on them because they're just two good athletes and they're two good mic guys. They're legit. They're good. Again, y'all know how I feel about McIntyre, especially. CM Punk is CM Punk. Anyway, so that happened. That's how they opened the show. And to be honest with you, that was kind of the last night's show. Like, nothing else happened of any importance moving forward. But there were a couple of more key segments. You had the Seth Rollins interview up in the balcony. Finn Balor comes out and kind of interrupts him because they have a match next week for the Elimination Chamber qualifying match. And, I'll say this. I felt like this was more about Finn Balor than it was Seth, because we all know Seth's going to win that match. That's all written in stone already. But my thing is Finn Balor is turned into a glorified jobber, and it's nonsense because he's such a great in-ring talent. And he's a perfect example of my issue I'm having with Triple H and this creative team in WWE. He is a great in-ring performer, and his mic skills could use some work, but he's not bad on that either. Honestly, he does okay with promos. When he has them, he very rarely has them. Anybody from Judgment Day they keep Judgment Day off the microphone for the most part, except for Dom, and Lord knows he can't get words out of his mouth without being booed. That happened again last night, by the way, too. So, but anyway, Finn Balor's a glorified jobber. We know Seth's going to win that match. I don't really care. So that's going to be a snooze fest. And then CM Punk came out, did a little quick promo, and then he was interrupted by, and then he took a little. It was funny because he took a jab at Cena, and then immediately pulled back and praised him. And I was like, come on, man, that was your opportunity. Throwing little hints there, throwing little teases. I'd love to see that, even though those are two 50-year-old dudes. I don't know how that's going to work. Anyway, so that, and then you've got, what else? Oh, as Punk's out there cutting his promo, doing his thing, Logan Paul comes out, which I'm a huge Logan Paul fan. I think the world of Logan Paul. I think Logan Paul is great. I know y'all hate him. I love the heat that he gets. That's huge. It's another reason I love him. He brings on heat a lot like nobody in WWE. I mean, people just hate Logan Paul, dude. Just for whatever reason, they just don't like him, and I love that. I absolutely love that. I love that y'all hate him. Continue to do so. Don't like him, please. Just like I felt about The Rock way back when, before anybody ever cheered him. I'm like, man, don't ever cheer this dude. I will never forget how y'all consistently boo this guy and how much heat he gets. And then one day he'll turn face, and then all of a sudden y'all are all millions and millions of Rock fans. Now you're all millions and millions of Logan Paul fans. Now, I don't know if that'll ever happen, because, dude, his heat is real. People, not even wrestling fans, people in general don't like Logan Paul. They don't like the Pauls, period. I like Logan. I like his. I watch his YouTube. I watch him on here. I mean, he's good with me, man. I like Logan. I like his character. I like who he is. He's a dad now. And that's awesome. Anyway, so Logan Paul comes out, and Puck is laughing at him, which I thought was kind of funny. I did laugh at that, because Puck doesn't respect Logan Paul, like, at all. To him, he's nobody, and I get it. But Logan Paul kind of, he came out and said what he had to say, and I felt like he laid it out there pretty good. And then Logan goes right into a match with Rey Mysterio, which is another thing I thought was funny, because I was like, okay, WWE is like so predictable. Like, you put Logan Paul in a match with Rey Mysterio for a qualifying match for Elimination Chamber. Like, who do you think's going to win that match? No disrespect to Rey Mysterio, he's a legend. Okay, go. But he ain't beating Logan Paul. Logan Paul's a hot up and comer. Rey's borderline washed. I'm not saying he's washed, I'm saying he's almost there, right? He's got a little bit of juice left in him, but let's face it, he's at the end. He's going to put Logan over. That's what he's out there to do, is put Logan over. That was actually a pretty good match, I got to say. Of all the wrestling matches last night, that was a good one. They had a couple of good matches. That was the main event too, as well, and it was good. That was good to have on as a main event. Raw wasn't all trash, but it certainly wasn't great at all. It was mid. Because of the segments that they had to make. I also liked the AJ Styles came back, made an appearance, came in the ring. Actually talked about his career, where he's at, and what he's got planned. And then he had a little run-in with Braun Breaker in the back. No words were spoken, just eye-to-eye contact. I like that. That'd be good. So, but I mean, Breaker never fights. So, again, I don't understand what they do with these. I don't understand what they do with these mid-card titles. Are absolutely ridiculous, especially the women's titles. Like, what are you doing? They even have like Val Curie, or whatever her name is, the Intercontinental Championship. She's the Bird Girl is what I call her. She's awful, because she never wrestles. She's not a terrible wrestler, but she certainly didn't deserve the Intercontinental Championship. She didn't. She hadn't done anything. She's been there 15 minutes. And so they just had to find somebody to put it on, so they put it on her. Okay, well, now they got her. Why are the mid-card belts, the Intercontinental and the U.S. Championship for women, why are they having qualifying matches for Elimination Chamber? Why are they doing that? That doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know. I have so many questions. Last night, like I said, well, we're talking about Raw here. I keep going off on the deep end about everything else, but now that I know you're getting Jey and Gunther at WrestleMania, right? Is that a main event? They're going to make it a main event match, right? Probably a night one, I'd assume, right? Which is your garbage, but whatever. It's still a main event at WrestleMania. You call it that. That is a main event WrestleMania. If you night one main event, it is a main event at WrestleMania. You get two now. So I'd assume that's when that's going to happen. That'll be a night one match. And who cares? The only match, and it technically hasn't been said yet, that I'm looking forward to seeing is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And y'all know how I feel about Sami Zayn. I'm not a Sami Zayn fan. That's the only thing I feel like going into WrestleMania that I look forward to watching. Nothing else is happening. Because, I mean, you know, Cena's going to win the Elimination Chamber going against Cody. So you're going to have a 50-year-old dude who is probably going to win. I don't know. I don't even know if they'll drop the... I don't even know if they'll let him win the title against Cody. I don't know how that's going to work. And frankly, I don't care, because it's not a good story. It's just not. Who cares? Cena gets 17. The millennials and the Gen Zs, they'll love that. Okay? Anybody over that, we don't care. We don't care. I just found out the other day that apparently the Gen Zers call every generation older than them boomers. If you call a Gen X a boomer, bro, you better be ready, because that's where you get knocked out. We're not boomers, all right? Know your gens, bro. Know your gens. Anyway, last night was a snooze fest outside of a couple of major. I don't know if I left anything out. Like I said, there was some other things that happened, but nothing major. Nothing game-changing. Yeah, man, I think I'm done. I don't think there's anything else that happened last night that was worthy of, really talking about. If I missed something and you guys want me to talk about it, leave the comment down below, and I'd be happy to come back on a little bit later and talk about it. And tell me how you feel about WrestleMania and the Elimination Chamber match coming up. Elimination Chamber's on my birthday. What? Super stoked about that. Today is one of my son's birthdays. So happy birthday to you if you're watching. Love you, bud. I will see you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good Tuesday. Bye.